Alright guys, what's going on? I'm back with another video, and today I just wanted to do something a little different. It's been a while since I've done one of these. My iPad's been acting up. I finally got it restored, so with that being said, I can do these videos again. Also, just with the podcast moving and we're getting more people to watch and people are listening on iTunes and SoundCloud. We really appreciate it. Myself, DJ 81 Billsforth, we're just trying to bring a really good, you know, podcast to you guys with a lot of content, a lot of things that are a little different from the norm, just real talk, straight talk, and just honest opinions about things. Down in the description, I have intro champ. If you want to use for intros for your videos, obviously there's no intro for this video, but you have seen the intros in my other videos, and they're high quality intros. They're very good. So if you click that link, if you're interested for your YouTube channel, you can always check that out, and it helps out the podcast. Nevertheless, speaking of the podcast, I want to talk on the podcast. I want to speak on my gaming and all this other stuff before I go. Um, DJ and Bills and myself, we actually had a talk to where we were discussing expanding the podcast, maybe doing two, maybe three nights a week. I know Thursdays is not. It's doing really well on Thursdays, but we know with NFL football coming up, we still want to keep that option open for people who want to listen while the game is going on. But on the flip side of that, there's other days that you may not be able to catch the podcast, and we want to bring those episodes as well. But we want to bring something a little different outside of just sports and sports gaming. We may do a Q&A. I also want to talk about things outside of sports gaming, just regular gaming. And I also want to talk about my Georgia Southern Eagles. And then, with that being said, that was something that I wanted to do initially before we had to talk. Me, myself, I'm sorry, my Bills and DJ and myself, we had to talk. I wanted to expand it because the football season is starting, and I really want to talk about my Eagles. So that may be something that be a part of the podcast. That may be something that's going to be a separate entity all in itself. We never know. We're just brainstorming ideas. But this is where you guys come in. I really want to know what you guys think. You want us to expand it? Possibly we'll think about doing Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays. So where you can also find other times to catch us outside of just that Thursday. And also with us being on iTunes and SoundCloud, and hopefully we're going to be on other avenues, you can catch us at your leisure time to where you can, just download it on off the app and just listen to it through your phone or your iPad or your computer, whatever the case may be. So I'm just curious about that. What you guys think? I'm all for it. Those guys, they talked about it as well. I know their scheduling is a little different, so it may not be on the up and up all the way. But like I said, we're just brainstorming, so we're gonna see how that goes. So just let us know, and we'll go from there. Um, as far as my gaming goes, I know I had the Madden episodes going, and they're still going to go. And I feel like I'm obligated to do that. I'm actually having fun doing it, but just sports games in general, man. I'm not necessarily feeling burnt out. I'm starting to feel like it's a chore. Not necessarily the actual episodes I'm doing for the franchise mode, because I like bringing that content. I like talking about that type of stuff and doing the episodes. But I'm just talking about when I'm just gaming in general. It's like when I'm playing these, some of these sports titles, it just feels like it's so tedious, and I'm not necessarily having fun. This is where to. Uh, I'm still playing 2K19 because I'm genuinely having fun with that game. I don't necessarily want to go back to 2K20, try to learn all these controls, worry about patches, and worry about updates and all this other stuff, and possibly, me ruining my experience with the game. Uh, this is one thing that happened with Madden for years, and so far Madden 20 hasn't been succumbed to that, but you never know. Right now, I'm enjoying that to the point where it doesn't feel like a chore, but when I'm looking at these other titles that I try to play, like the NHLs, and I know that has nothing to do with patches, but when I play like the current games, I feel like it's a chore. So that's why you see me always falling back on NCAA 14 or NCAA basketball 10, or when I play Madden from the original Xbox, All Pro Football, NFL 2K5. I mean, those games, I feel that I'm genuinely enjoying the simulation aspects for all those games. The newer ones, they have them, and it's, but for some reason, the games just feel tedious. Even with Madden 20, even though I'm enjoying the gameplay is straight. I love the patch that came out, but to me it just feels like, okay, it's like, the content that I'm putting on the channel is cool, but when I'm playing, it's like, all right, it just feels like I'm doing something that's way beyond my gaming aspect, and I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, maybe I'm having a bad time expressing that. But it's just, by no means I don't think that they're bad games. It's just that I know if I would have won in the 2K20, I would have felt like this. That's why I did not even touch it. I'm with my franchise. I'm sorry, my league on 2K19. I'm sticking with it. And that's that. And that's another thing. With MLB The Show, I totally feel like it's a chore to play that game. NHL not so much, but I have my moments. I'd rather go back and play NHL 2K5. I'd rather even play NHL 14 on the PS3. That's just how I feel. It's just, and not only that, when I play my other games, like I'm gonna do a tour of this room again. I mean, I have so many other things that's in this room now, more games and whatever stuff, and a different setup. I'm going to show off this room. I have so many other games that I want to play, and when I do play them, I have so much fun playing them. I have so many games here on Steam and Origin and all these other games that I have on my PC. They just feel so much fun, but for some reason, like at least the past few Maddens and the past few 2Ks, even with NBA Live, NHL, like the newer games just been feeling like a chore, and it's like I don't know if I'm necessarily, enjoying these games. And I had to step back for a second and really think about it. This is why I did not get NBA 2K20. I didn't get the demo. I didn't even try the demo. I mean, I don't know. I just feel weird about that. So, I mean, maybe I'm bugging. Let me know. I mean, maybe it's something I'm not doing right. I'm the type of person, I've always been this type of person that I want to play something that's good and I enjoy instead of playing something new. And just because it's new, that doesn't mean that it's the best thing out. Just because it's new, that doesn't mean I'm going to have the most fun with it. But I'm different. I am. If you know what I have in this room as far as games go, I mean, I have everything. I mean, I don't have everything, but I have everything from the NES up into the PlayStation 4. I mean, I have all that stuff in between. So it's like I find enjoyment when I just play a regular Sega Genesis game, or I turn around and I play something on PlayStation 4. So it's different for me. So I mean, I know I may not be the only one feel this way, but I know I'm definitely in the minority. Because especially with sports titles, everybody want to play the new thing. Everybody want to, just get on the new hotness, and they feel like that's the fun thing to do. But man, listen, I feel like sometimes just give me 2K11 and I'm good for a couple of hours. So let me know what you guys think, man. I mean, uh, with the podcast expanding, I'm feeling like these new sports titles ain't cracked all what it's cracked up to be. I'm feeling more enjoyment playing other stuff. Maybe I'll feel different next week. I don't know. I am thinking about. Well, I'm not even thinking about. I already know that I'm getting maximum football. That game looks like it's a throwback from the older football games, so it looks like something that I'm going to enjoy. Just let me know, man. I mean, the Madden series is going to keep going. I'm going to continue to jump on that because I want to see how far I can go with the moves I make. It's to be determined if I'm going to go into year 2 with that series. Like I said, it just doesn't. I mean, it's a good football game in my eyes. It just feels like I'm putting more work in than actually having fun. Maybe I'm playing the game wrong. I don't know. So just let me know. I'm burnt out on these games. Extension of the podcast. You guys let me know. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and definitely I'm gonna see you guys next time. You guys take care. Peace.